Queenum Investments. Here is more with Philip Gaitani.
For many farmers, access to markets, inputs, agronomy services are a perennial challenge. In recent years, the effects of climate change have made the situation worse, with crops dying out in the field before maturity and poor yields. Under SNV's Creating Resilient Agribusiness for Tomorrow's Project Craft, the aim is to promote climate-resilient food systems for increased agricultural productivity and food security. By sustainably supporting farmers in 4 value chains the project is working in, namely potato, drought-resistant cereals such as green grams, sorghum, and oilseeds. Craft is achieving this by working with businesses that aggregate and offtake from farmers.
Where we want to actually have most of the impact will be at the farmer level, where we want to see that the farmers are able to adopt the climate-smart agricultural practices and technology. However, we also want to see that it's also market-driven, to ensure there's a sustainability of investment.
Queenum Investment Limited, a woman-led agribusiness, is championing innovative engagements among sorghum value chain. It was founded in 2010 by Nancy Wambui. She shares her journey and her business model and how it is transforming sorghum farmers, input providers, among other value chain actors.
My first experience with craft, actually I didn't know what I was going to do because I was told there is a training for aggregators. That was in Embu. So as usual, I attended. I was late actually. And then during the training, they talked about grants, they talked about funding, and I was like, this is not my thing. But I just said, let me inquire more and just have that knowledge. So when Alphonse explained to me this is what and what is supposed to be done, I took my time to think through, am I really ready to go through this process of writing the project? It's time consuming, and me, I'm just a business person. Why should I hustle when I can just walk into the bank and get the money? But over time, I thought, why not give it a try? Maybe because these people are coming with different modules, maybe they will add more value to my business. And out the tests, I've really seen a lot of growth out of it.
Initially, Queenum had onboarded 1,500 farmers, but with Craft's support, it has increased to 9,700 farmers in Tharaka Nithi and Meru regions. She has innovatively and successfully supported farmers to receive training to improve their agronomical practices, access input and offtake the sorghum as she links them to the market.
Over a period of 2 years, we grew from 127 farmers to 1,500, which was also not easy because we were not really doing intense training.
Meet Susan Kairuthi, a farmer and an aggregator for Queenum Investments. Since joining Queenum, she has trained 75 farmer groups, which boost over a total of 400 farmers on climate-smart agricultural practices for sorghum production.
Nyuma hapa tulikuwa tunalima, kulima tu unalima mtama. Lakini Queenum aliingia, tukawekewa masomo, tukafundishwa, tukajua mtama unaweza kuwekewa fertilizer, ukiwa utakuwa na kishu, na gunia ama kimbasin. Ukiikata, ikijaa kwa basin, unaweka kwa gunia. Gunia ikijaza, unaenda kuweka kwa chandarua. Uwezi kukata mtama na kurusha chini. Wakati huo wa kwanza, tulikuwa ukidresi eka moja unadresi ama tukunia 20. Saa hii ni 50. Wakati tulikuwa tunavuna mtama, ubebe uende uweke kwa chandarua, utafute kapimbo, ukae chini upige mpaka itoke. Saa hii tuko na madrasa.
Susan has gone a step further to train and mentor her daughter Purity Nkatha, who now farms sorghum on an acre of land. She is an aggregator and a trainer of trainer to youth farmers in her region. As a TOT, she has trained more than 80 farmers, of whom 50% are youth.
I learned Queenum through my mom and told me that there is an organization that is there and ready to help the farmers. Queenum took me several classes on how about the farming, and I was able to pick up. We used to get like 20, 25 birds, even at the low of 15 birds in 1 acre. But with the introduction of Queenum, we are getting up to 50. The lowest you get in when the climate, when the rainfall is not enough, you are getting up to 40.
Through demo plots and field days, the TOTs, trainer of trainers who in turn aggregate for farmers, attest to an increased adoption rate of the CSA practices on sorghum farms, right from land preparation to post-harvest management.
After we harvest, we are not going to throw away the debris. We shall leave them on the farm. In the in-between is where now the next season where we are planting the beans, because we are doing the interchanging crops, we shall come planting along. And comparing of doing that and what we have been doing before, our production has increased really high.
Stella Muthe, a TOT with Queenam, owns a piece of land which she uses as a demo plot for her sorghum farmers. She has gone ahead and opened a farmer service center in Gashua area, which acts as a service provider center for agricultural supplies, later on aggregate produce when ready for harvest.
When I joined Queenam Investment in the year 2020, I started aggregating sorghum. Before I was aggregating only maize. I have a package of farmers. I train farmers on good agricultural practices, about land preparation, how they will acquire inputs, certified seeds and fertilizers. I train them on post-harvest handling, and still I train them on pest management.
Before craft, Queenam will supply 500 metric tons to the East African Breweries Limited. Currently, they supply over 2,500 metric tons per season, leading to Queenam being rated as the best sorghum supplier. Over and beyond, Queenam Investment is now on the global platform, with Nancy receiving global awards and her farm marked as a sustainability benchmark for all sorghum suppliers in Africa and beyond.
As we speak now, we have been ranked the best supplier in the country, Africa, and even globally. And then we were recognized globally as the best supplier under the category grain to glass sustainability. Now we have become the benchmark for sorghum value chain.
As Queenam main off-taker of sorghum, East African Breweries Limited is also key along the value chain. To ensure they get sorghum of best quality safe from aflatoxin, they supply Aflasafe seed to farmers who buy sorghum seeds from Queenam service providers. This ensures they get quality sorghum.
We've had a good working relationship with the Queenam. They became our aggregators in around 2018. Up to now, they have been supporting around 2,000 farmers.